So what up, young scholars? It's your boy, the extra large professor, and I am here. We're going to break it down for you fellas out there to show you guys how to take care of yourself. When I mean take care of yourself, I mean your skin. You want to be looking right. I know we feel comfortable walking around ashy, or we just put lotion where our clothes don't cover, but but today, I'm going to show you how to keep your skin silky smooth, because we need to feel good about ourselves as well. And also, we're going to show y'all how you brothers can be involved with selling Mary Kay. That's right, selling Mary Kay. It's no longer the Mary Kay woman anymore. It's the Mary Kay man. So we represent, and I'm about to show y'all how to do this. And also co-hosting with me today on her platform is my homegirl, Simply Lene. And so go ahead and break it down for your folks.
What's good, what's goody, what's up? It's Lene, and I'm back with another video for y'all today. If you're new here, hey girl, hey. If you're returning, what's poppin', boo, what's up? So today, we're going to be taking part in another interview. Going to be talking about Mary Kay, more self-care, not only for the ladies, but for the fellas too. We all got to take care of ourselves because you can't pour from an empty glass. So without further ado, let's get right into it.
So coming to us straight from Kansas City, Kansas, is Dr. Stacy Yeager, who is a professor of organizational leadership. And she is also a proud member of Mary Kay as a, I want to get this correct, as a recruiter, as well as has had experience with sales in the past. So she's going to break it down for us on how do we take care of our skin and that sort of thing. So I guess it'll be right only to talk about the ladies first, and then after that we talk about the fellas and that sort of thing. So Dr. Yeager, here we go. A round of applause for you. and let's do this.
Well, thank you so much. Teaching, leading is my heart's desire. I love what I do, and I certainly do what I love. People are attracted to me who are happy, healthy, prosperous, and free. Everything God has for me comes into my vision, being successful in my business and a life on a mission. I attract abundance and prosperity and leave debt behind. Yes, I'm that woman with a passion, aspiring to be a future Cadillac driver leading the stars. So I thank God for sending me what I need at this time. I'm blessed and highly favored leader of the MVP Superstars. And with that, I would love to just share Mary Kay. The great thing about Mary Kay is that it's available for anyone. Men and women see the Mary Kay opportunity as a blessing. For one, we've been around for 57 years. Oh my goodness. How many companies in 2021 have been around for 57 years? Can you imagine? Think about when we're in a recession, or no matter what's going on in the economy, what is it that consumers buy? The top two things is alcohol, well, top three, alcohol, tobacco, and makeup. What? So just imagine, no matter how much money people spend and they have low on funds, they're going to go buy something that makes them feel good and happy, right? And for women, it's great skincare, because just putting on a little lipstick or something gives you that extra perk. So the great thing about it is that Mary Kay is not just a company that you would say, oh, well, it's just for women. No, we always say we're not your grandma's Mary Kay. We stay up with trends and everything. So that's how we're able to stay time after time. And the awesome thing about it is that, yes, it's important for us to take good care of our skin, but it's also important to take care of our family. Wouldn't you agree?
I certainly agree.
Right. I was about to say.
And so think about it. People spend the most money on housing and cars, right? That's usually the biggest payment they have to make. And so the only way to get extra income is either you're going to decrease your house payment or decrease a car payment. Is that really realistic? You know? And so people tend to take on another job or a couple of extra jobs, which again, what does it do? take away from your family, take away from your fun, take away from your free time. So I've been in Mary Kay for 5 years. And what I found is, yes, I have a PhD, but I also have debt, right? You may have heard President Obama and Michelle Obama talk about how they still were in debt, even though they were lawyers and had great positions, right? Because getting higher education, you have to pay for it some way. So all of us don't come from old money.
Right.
A lot of
a small loan from my dad for $1 million.
Right, yes. We'll just borrow money from them and pay for school. Not realistic. If we want to start our own business, do we have parents who can invest our first $1 million to get us started? No. So
one could wish.
Right. So the reality is, when we hear people say, oh, well, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, well, you don't even have boots to pull them up, right? And so the thing I promote is working smarter, not harder, right?
Right.
And Mary Kay is a company that we are a multi-level company in which we still sell the product. So I still sell the Mary Kay product. I love selling it. Some people get afraid, like, oh my goodness, you have to sell. Well, let me tell you about Amazon, right? So Amazon started off as a book company for college students. And so usually only college students went there to purchase their books. They saw a need and they filled it. How do you think they attracted college students? Did they just sit there and say, oh, I wish students would buy from us? Wish they would. That's not what they did. They had to sell something. And I'm not talking about like used car men sales. I'm talking about looking for a need and filling it. So with Mary Kay, we have a natural line, we have a women's line, we have a teenage line. All the whole family is covered in our skincare line. So people have to wash their face. And the great thing about it is that most people know soap and water is not going to prevent them from aging. So they buy a product. So the reality is we simply offer a product that people buy, and then we earn money from there. The second way we earn our money is building a team. It's not a requirement, but it sure is nice because I only get paid once a month for my full-time job. Can you imagine, right?
Unfortunately, yeah. I'm in a 1 month club.
Once a month. And again, you know, I have a husband. Sure, my husband can take over the bills. Yes. That's all fun and good. But I'm a woman who's very independent, and I don't like to ask for money. I don't like to say, hey, honey, can I go shop on whatever so that I can? No, I'm not going to do that. Now, I'm not knocking people who do, because that's you. Everybody's different. But I'm just a woman who do not like to ask for permission. So what are my options? Take away from my family time to do this or that, take on another job. With a PhD, more than likely I'm overqualified. Or I have to take an adjunct position, working lots of hours with little pay. So what I said was, let me learn more about Mary Kay. So that's exactly what I did. So I spend about 3 or 4 hours every week on Mary Kay. And again, it's something that is up to you. There's many women who work full-time Mary Kay, but the reality is 80% of women and men who have their own Mary Kay business, they work 80% also work, a full-time job. Wow. So it's not uncommon at all. Another thing that the guys and, women need to know is that it's your own boss. If you ever thought about being an entrepreneur, you need a foundation. You either need business knowledge, you need experience in accounting, you need to have taken a business course. You need some foundation besides just saying, oh, I'm going to start a business. Okay, well, where do I start? How do I get people? So Mary Kay has a great educational program. So our program has 12 modules for new consultants to learn how to do business. Everything from marketing to how to promote the product, to how to balance your books so that you don't embezzle from yourself and actually make money, right? And then also the course takes you through how to build a successful business. We know that small businesses usually only survive 5 years or less. Wow. Can you imagine? And this is my 5th year and we're still surviving, right? And I own my own business and I still have my own nonprofit, blah, blah, blah. But even as a business owner, it was nice to go through the courses because I'm not a makeup person. I did not wear makeup until I joined Mary Kay. And so therefore I needed to be taught, what is this highlighting, contouring, whatever. And here's the great thing. When I decided to build my team, I said, let me look for people who have an expert knowledge on that area. So as business owners, you don't have to know everything. You want to partner with people who know more than you in that area. And then for the men, and talking to a lot of men in Mary Kay, because I have one male on my team. One thing that he said is the barbers love buying Mary Kay because we have the shave cream, the cleanser, whatever. So when someone comes in to get their COVID groom,
right,
or if they want to do it at home, they want to feel the nice lather of our products. And so he sells a lot to a lot of the barbers, which again is awesome. And then 2 more things is that the great thing about Mary Kay is we have various ways you can start, right? So you can start at $30, just $30. You spend $30 on dinner. When we went to the lobster place to get some crab, okay, because my husband and I do date night. For 2 dinners, it costs more than $70, right? So $30 to get started, and that's just an person, so you can learn all the basics of how to do everything virtually. Or you can start for $130, which you get Mary Kay products worth $400 plus the online access. So that's kind of general information that you need to know. And if you guys have questions, I'd love to answer them.
Okay, so Lene, she's gonna start it out like, what are your with your questions like from your audience, and then I have some questions from the men perspective. So I'm gonna go ahead, let Lene go ahead and do her thing. Go right ahead.
That I didn't know Mary Kay had all of that. I've seen it through my years of growing up, but I did think that it was a women's only product. But the fact that y'all have beard scrubs and other facial stuff for men, that's great that they evolved to that. It's very, that's just really wild to be this. You gave me a lot of information, and I would love to reach out and talk to you on a different level, and for you to send out some information for me personally to look into it, because Mary Kay, it has been an up and coming company, but 57 years is a lot. And I didn't know that small businesses only go 5 years after that. That's kind of scary because I plan on starting my own, but we don't let fear stop us.
Right.
Sorry, go ahead.
And to talk about that a little more, it's not that people fail because of passion. The top reasons why people fail is lack of knowledge and partnership.
Absolutely.
So, new businesses, they come in and the IRS, tracks it. Is this a true business or a hobby? They expect you to make money by the 5th year. Okay. So the difference between a hobby and a true business is how much money you're making. And if you don't have a great accountant or process or system to count, then it's like, okay, you're spending more money than you are taking in. That's just a hobby. And so then it's like all those wonderful tax deductions you can get. Remember, the previous president was able to pay no taxes because he owns a business. Well, that same tax deductions is available to us.
Right.
Write out our house, our car, our cell phone, our clothes, all these things. He just took advantage of it on a higher level to where it's borderline illegal. But I'm just saying.
He was smart about it.
Right. We have those same deductions, but it's not talked about as much in our community.
Right. Saying Trump and smart. It's like, okay.
I know it's kind of hard to admit, but he definitely was. He was smart about it because he seems to be getting away with it. So a question that I did have for you is, did you want to go ahead?
No. Go ahead with your questions. I'm sorry.
It was more so just like, what kind of products do you have for women? Because I remember when I seen it that they had a face washing system where you had step 1, 2, and 3, but that was all I really knew about it. So do they also have like lipstick and lip glosses and eyeshadows?
Right. We have everything that a woman needs, all the way from conservative Michelle Obama, Dr. Jill Biden looks, to MUAs who use it regularly and can, create the glam and bam. So our base is the skincare because,
Right.
skincare with people using it every month. And again, when we think about a business we want to go into, you want to think about a residual business. So the difference between our business and a jewelry company business, for instance, if you buy 20 pieces of jewelry, you may be set for the year.
Right.
But if you buy our skincare set, then you're going to come back every 3 or 4 months. So that creates that residual income. So our base is our skincare, which we're known for, which natural ladies love because they don't want to wear makeup, because our goal is to get your skin how you like it, with or without makeup.
Right.
And so, like, I don't have on any makeup today. This is just my
and your face is glowing. That's what really is getting me, because I know that you're not going to sell a product that you haven't already used or that you aren't continually using. So
Right.
The fact that even though I'm sitting a decent distance from my phone and I don't have on my glasses, but I can still see the glow, it sells me on the product.
Yeah, and the great thing is we have products that range from everything, skincare all the way to makeup. And then, of course, the accessories that go with it. That's a brush set. That may be supplements that, men or women may need, like eye cream and things of that nature, because men do get areas around here that they need improvement on. So we have everything that a man needs, and a woman, and teenagers. We have a great acne treatment set that promises in 7 days that we will get your skin free of acne. So many teenagers struggle with acne and not sure where to go. And so we say, hey, give us a chance, give us 1 week and we'll clear it up. And it's so great to be able to see the kids go from full face of acne to mild, and then it's gone.
Okay, so I have a question, like, for the fellas and that sort of thing, because a lot of us, like myself, we don't really do a lot of stuff for self-care and stuff. I know that my hands are probably terrible as well as my feet, especially for fellas who walk around and pace a lot, like myself. What do you guys have, like foot creams and I guess stuff for like hands, so that when we do want to come home and so somebody won't say, "Hey, baby, stop touching me with your hands or cut me," or something like that. So what do you like recommend or for dads and men like that?
Right. So we have something called satin hands and satin lips. And when I talk about it, I also say satin feet, because the reality, even women, I can't tell you that I've actually went in to get my pedicure done that I normally get done once a month because of COVID. So we use something called satin hands, and you can put it on your feet to where it really has an exfoliant in it that scrubs off the dead skin. And then it's followed up by a 24-hour hydration lotion. So that whole combination, plus the lips, because our lips get dry, our lips get kind of chappy. So there's a scrub that you can put on your lips and follow up with the balm. And again, it's a neutral color, which is green, so that men and women won't feel a certain way about it. You can get it scented or unscented. So that's a great thing that's been used. And the reality is, with men, you guys tend to use whatever we buy you. So my husband has the and he's like, I don't go shop for that stuff. It's whatever, and my dad too. He's like, whatever you give is fine. And so we also have colognes and perfumes. And so that's another collection. Men love to collect, and women too, colognes. They love the various smells and just the richness of how they can match it to what they're dressing. So we have colognes and perfumes that are also very popular. And with Valentine's Day coming up, the great thing is, for instance, if you were my customer, you would call me and say, "Hey, Stacy, I need something for my wife." Great, no problem. I give her a call. If she's not already on my list, I customize the package for her and I deliver it in a pretty thing, and you put your name on it and it says it's for me.
See, fellas, that's game right there. See, that's game being sold to you for free.
Right.
You can get your Mary Kay on for Valentine's Day. So, real quick question though, like, what's the latest scent for men? Because for me, I'm old school. I use Aqua di Gio, and I always use that for my cologne and that sort of thing. But let's say, for those fellas that I may have fathers that's in Lene age category and stuff like that, what is the hottest scent for men to start wearing?
We have, again, ones that range from young men to old, to seasoned men.
It's okay to say old.
So high intensity is a favorite of young men. Oh my goodness. And I always tell people, when my husband wears that, he has to be with me because it's a guaranteed compliment. And so I tell the guys, if you want to get married or boot up, try to find somebody for Valentine's Day, wear this scent because it's a head turner for women because it just smells very good and fresh and clean, like a sophisticated, clean, upcoming. And so then we have Ocean Sports is another play off of that. And that's for like something who's like more athletic, engaging, and that smells another great smell. Generally, my college students wear that, and that's a fun smell. And then, of course, we have Domain, which is a classic look, feel classy scent to it. We also have something called Cityscape, which is a man and woman. There's a woman scent and a man scent, and they can wear it together, and it smells good together. So that's a popular one that I sell around Valentine's Day. But yes, we have something for everybody.
Okay, go ahead. So, Lene, you got your list for your husband. It's like it's men and women. So I don't know. So I have to talk to you. Like, it's lady for Valentine's Day. Is it all for the men to just do everything, and then the ladies get pampered, or do you guys go 50-50?
Generally,
what do you say?
Generally, women are more of a planners. They probably already thought about what they're going to get you, the card, the bag. Men tend to be last minute. Like, it's the 13th. What am I going to do? And so generally the 1st of February is when I start reaching out to my ladies' husbands if they've given me permission. I was like, hey, I'm going to reach out to them. And they generally know. I'll call, what did you want this year? How much did you want to spend? Great. Come pick it up on that day, or I'll drop it off. And my husband does deliveries too. So he works corporate business. So even for Christmas, he went dropping out packages or things for people who wanted it already wrapped, and just kind of, you just give the gift.
It's sad for me to admit that I'm on both ends of the spectrum. It all depends on the event. I can wait the day of, or I can plan in advance, and it'll be months prior to, and I have everything all planned out.
Right.
Like Valentine's Day, I have not a clue. I honestly forgot it was coming up. Like, I had not a clue. So I might have to reach out to you and see what we got planned so we can get something sent out here to me.
Right. And see, in retailers' minds, it goes from holiday to holiday. And a lot of people were complaining, Christmas not even over and Valentine's Day is out. Well, retailers, you have to get things out early for the early planners. You have to have them available for people who, don't want to waste time or celebrate early,
right.
Because Valentine's Day is crazy if you want a reservation. So it's like, there's people that like to celebrate early, or they got married in the February area. So it's like, you want to always be a month ahead of others.
I'm going to keep that noted in my mind, because that's actually really smart. I know walking in, especially CVS and Walmart, walking in, it's like, okay, we got the Halloween stuff out, but we're not even done yet with Thanksgiving. I'm so confused on what's going on.
Right. And again, that's part of taking a business course, so you will know how to plan and market your business.
Right.
If it's not a retail type of business you're trying to create, if it's a consulting business, you still have to know the times when people are looking for consulting or looking for people to train their people. So you have to know this, and generally it doesn't just come from your spirit and say, this is it. So for some people it may, I believe that God gives us intuition. For other people, it's training and learning and taking courses to show you how to do
Right.
Okay.
So
Oh, go right ahead. And then I got it.
with you working with Mary Kay, have you learned, well, starting off, did you have any self-care tips that you were already incorporating, or did you learn a few different self-tips while you were working with the company?
Right. So in my 5 years, I've learned so much because of getting these courses and being a natural educator and a learner of, I just love learning. So I dived into the courses. I'm like, okay, they have a course for how to run my business, how to do skincare, how to do color cosmetics. I'm getting all of these training courses.
Right.
So, because I wanted to be effective and I really wanted to be able to make sure that I knew the business. And actually, when I wrote the dissertation for my doctoral degree, it was about Mary Kay leadership. Because I was interested into how do you get these ladies to voluntarily follow you? It's like being in a sorority or fraternity. I'm in the sorority. And so it's like, how do you get voluntary followers to want to be in there and to engage? Because we know that even if you come into a sorority or fraternity, you have to make a conscious effort to be active, to be involved, to be engaged. And so Mary Kay just has that automatic following and people want to be a part. And so what I found is that people want to be a part of a happy environment. People want to be with someone who has knowledge and is a leader. And what I've learned about skincare is that it's the continual daily habits. And that in my family, skincare wasn't natural. There was a lot of things that we needed improvement on. So although we thought we had good skin, I saw a lot of dark circles around here, sagginess. I'm like, oh, I don't want that. So I just learned that to have great skin is to daily do something to it.
So did either of you do anything for self-care today?
Oh, did me? No, I just used soap and water and aqua de G. That was it. But 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 I do have a quick question though. Okay, now I'm taking it for the fellas because a lot of us fellas we need side gigs. COVID is hit. We're not like a lot of us scrambling, looking for jobs and that sort of thing. I come up into Mary Kay as a man and that sort of thing. The biggest fear I think that a lot of men would have would be like everyone turning from like when Norm comes in from Cheers to be like, hey, what are you doing? So the lady's not going to look at us strange if we come in there and say, hey, we want to sell Mary Kay too, or?
Well, the reality is Mary Kay is already an established brand, right? So because Mary Kay is already established, you're not establishing the reputation of Mary Kay. You're just simply showing the products. And what I do as a business coach is I show you everything that I know. So you don't go in and just by yourself and say, hey, I saw Mary Kay. No, it's more of like, hey, let's introduce you with a launch party. And then let's have you shadow and watch me do the presentations. And so then your people be like, oh, okay, yes. And then you do it on your own. And then of course you'll post on Facebook and you'll get your accolades. And so Mary Kay already has the reputation and they know what kind of a company it is. And the great thing about Mary Kay is that we earn 50% on whatever we sell, which is the highest in the, retail arena for your own personal business. So I don't know. We've looked and it's like no one who's going to, like if you sell something for $100, you get to keep 50, you invest back in the company to get more products or to buy that product. And that's it. It's simple, easy math. So what it is consistency. You still have to be a business owner. You still have to set your hours, you have to set your schedule. So the reality is most men who are successful simply look at it as a business and market it as a business. And surprisingly, a lot of ladies want to join them because they're like, hey, if he can do it, I can do it too.
Because I could see fellas like in the man cave, be like, hey, come on over. Yo, homie, your hands are looking mad rough.
Right.
Some of these satin hands.
Right.
You know?
Right. It's all virtual, so we don't even go to house anymore. Everything is like a QVC style. So you would just say, hey guys, this is what I have to offer. Try it, buy it if you want to. We have 100% guarantee. Generally, people love it and try it when they order the product. So I have not been to anyone's house or anything. I just spoke about the product via a PowerPoint presentation on Zoom.
Wow. So fellas, this is easier than ever. So yeah. And for young ladies that want the side hustle, it's easy. So man. So my fellas, no excuse for you not to have a job, period, because you can sell. You know, yeah, some of y'all have sold some things that maybe you're not proud of, but now you can now you can sell some items that's gonna help. And it's Valentine's Day, so you know you need the extra cash.
Right.
And it's legal.
Right, which is another thing, because when you have your own business, you got to go apply for the local license, the national license. You got to go get licensed, all that. Mary Kay takes care of all that because it's under the Mary Kay umbrella.
Awesome, awesome.
I did have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
So do y'all send out samples, or you have to buy the whole set of products to just get a feel for it?
Well, the great thing is we have samples, we have on-the-go products, and we have the full size. So that's what we can customize for individuals because we're our own business owners. So sometimes people may need a payment plan or an every 2-week plan or a hide it from my husband plan, whatever. I'm here, so I'm like, how much do you want to send? Every 2 weeks, we can send it just like Amazon, or I can drop it off at your job, or my husband, whatever. It's like really flexible. So it's not like you're just boxed in. And the great thing is our sample size is a smaller size of the products, but it's a full product. So many of our skincare products does come in the smaller sample on the go. So I always recommend the small on the go for people who want to try it or just jump in and do the whole thing.
So really nobody has a reason to why they can't do self-care because it's just that simple. It's accessible and flexible for everybody, no matter your schedule, no matter if you got kids, no matter if you was running late to work, throw it in your purse and go about your day.
Right.
Or your backpack if you're a man. Throw it in your
or your pocket if you're a man. Because
Yeah, because we put everything in our pockets.
Absolutely.
It's like you're going to brush your teeth. So before you brush your teeth, squirt it in your hand, rub it around your face, wipe it off and brush your teeth.
It's just that simple.
Yeah, and then if your woman looks good, wouldn't you want to look good?
Right.
Like, you can't just be walking around looking dusty and ashy. You can't do that. Like,
now you guys are making me feel bad. I'm like, my wife has suffered throughout the year. But I'm going to do better in 2021. I got to
because it is a new year. It is nothing but greatness coming this year. We have to do better with self-care. That is really important, because if you don't feel good or you don't look good, then you're really not going to feel good. And it's just as simple as putting on the satin skin cream. It's just as simple as doing a lip scrub so that it's cold outside, so lips get a little ashy a little quick. So it's so simple. So why not make yourself feel better and look better?
Right.
So we have like less than a minute because I don't have a premier Zoom program yet. But this your boy, the extra large professor, starting off letting you men know out there, you got a side hustle. Mary Kay, high intensity, if you want to smell good for your wife, Valentine's Day. Go ahead, Simply Lene.
Thank everybody for tuning in. Once again, we started off with a new little segment. You've seen the parenting one, but now we're off to self-care, which I'm really going to hone in on my channel. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next one.
All right. God bless. Good night. Thank you, Dr. Yeager. Also, I'm going to put information on the link on how to get in contact with you.
Okay.
And also for men and women who want to actually go into the business of Mary Kay. We'll drop the links below on each of our channels because we want y'all to get y'all side hustle on too, because we all got to try to make this bread outside of what COVID and that sort of thing. COVID has let us down. So yeah.
And we gotta do better. We gotta feel better, man. It's getting really depressing with quarantine. We gotta at least go in the mirror, go into the bathroom real quick, and make yourself look good. Take some pictures. Enjoy your day.